something that you could eat. They are not. My name is Helena Velena, and I'm not. Probably I'm not even myself. I had to change name and create a correspondence with my real identity, the one that I live for myself, and the state-sanctioned identity. But still, they don't want to change my name on the documents. I'm from Italy and for the Italian law. That is not actually an Italian law. It's a king law and it's a pope law. The king for the past and the pope for now and for the future, because they are not gonna disappear. They will become powerful, more and more and more powerful. I remember this. You remember the Cold War, East and West, communism and capitalism clashing together. Well, the future will be, and I mean, at least we were going to take a position. Take a position. We were going to take a position on this. We were here and there, we didn't really agree with one of these. We were the dissidents in each position we were taking. But now, the next clash will be Christianity and Islam. And we say, no! I don't want to be in that! I'm against Christianity and I'm against Islam. I cannot accept it. And we will perish. But we will struggle. And in order to struggle for the future, in the war of the future, we have to go back to the past and learn. Learn as much as we can from the past. So, here we are. Blackboard and chalk. Low-tech technology. And we start from here. Many years ago, a girl came to my office. It was a record label, but we were doing art and politics and trying to resist the Vatican influence. And she said, could you help me? I would like to create an internet connection without using the internet. And she had to take an exam at the university, and she wanted to do it by putting pieces of paper on the pavement. I thought, what's a weird idea? But today, I'm thinking, well, let's try to do it. We start from here. This is the idea, the basic idea. The basic idea is what I was saying before. I was born a male, but I don't want to be a male. I want to be a female. I feel more like that. I want to be an amazing warrior. And there is no such thing like a positive male warrior. But this is an example of a black female warrior. I love it.
I am a warrior.
Yeah. So, now, in many countries in Western culture, we use pink for everything that has to do with women, pink, and we use blue with everything that has to do with men. But it wasn't like that in the past. Because pink was originally red. And red is a strong color, it's a color of will, it's a color of a fighter, it's a color of an amazing warrior. And blue, it was the color of the sky, meaning the sky and thinking, dreaming. Sometimes to dream, daydream, is like to have the mind in the stars, in the sky, the mind in the sky. You are daydreaming, you are not for real. People say that this is a typical female attitude, but it was male in the past. And the male had blue color, and the female had a pink color. They needed the social control, needed it to down-tune this from red that was too powerful as a warrior, back to pink. Okay, this is theory. Now, let's start the trick. Okay, this is the basic idea we start from. And we have to transmit this idea over an internet connection that is not using any form of technology, but only hardware. Hardware. You know, the internet is made of many points, and the connection is not, like you say, I have to go from there to there. Now, I don't like this symbol. I don't like it. Let's do it like that. It's a bit confusing, but it looks better. I have to go from here to there. So it's not this. It's not this, the connection that the internet uses. Because it's not the most functional one, but it's the most fast one, but it's the most functional, that it could be everywhere. It could be everywhere. But why it does that? Why it does that in reality? Because reality is complicated. Reality is complicated. And it happens that, I mean, we live here in Berlin. We are here in Berlin now. And in Berlin, there used to be a wall making a word crossing of the city. Now we say, oh, well, the wall is no more. This is not true. The wall is already here. It's still here, not is already, it's still here. And this is in our minds. It's us that we decide that this is too much. This is too much freedom. I cannot allow myself to live this so much freedom. So, as far as gender is concerned, this original idea, many people, I would say everyone in the underground, left, countercultural, artist community say, but I'm against gender stereotypes. Still, it's not true, because we have still not a digital divide, a mental, psychological, social, cultural divide. Because boys, you remember this. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you now. The majority of the girls have long hair. The majority of the boys have short hair. And now I don't want to go on and on and on and on and verify how this difference corresponds to a stereotypized role in everyday society. Like in so many places like squats. Squats, imagine it's here. Squats are free, liberated places. You go in a squat, go in the kitchen of the squat. The food is very, very cheap. The food is bio, is organic, is vegan, is anti-establishment food. But if you go in the kitchen of a squat, we are go back to this situation again. Females are in the kitchen, the males are outside talking politics and revolution! But there is no fucking revolution of everyday time in the kitchen. In the kitchen is still the same old repression of the bourgeois society that still reflects even on alternative spaces. We are talking changing, being better, being different, being anti-everything. Let's imagine this point of the net. This point of the net. Here. Militants doing political activity. There are mainly anti-fascists, anti-sexists, anti-capitalists, and going, and everything like that. But at the end, we could even find people joking about queer people. We can even find this. Because queer people has to find another place to call their own. And except for a few, very few liberated cities in the world, gay people is living in a ghetto of their own. They are part of the wall. They decide which side to be on the wall. And they are living in the ghetto of gay clubs, of saunas, or places where you can go and have sex, and everything like that. And maybe in Berlin some places could be different. My experience in Italy is that if gay people go in a squat, it's not part of the community of the squat, even if they have got dual identity. You are a punk, faggot, okay, you are a punk. So you belong to the anarchy squad. You are just a faggot. You go here and you are still a faggot. So, the problem is that if I have to go from here to there, my message goes through many obstacles, and it bumps from place to place. It bumps from place to place because in every place there is something that is not working right. In every place there is something that for Christian religious, oh what horrible cross, Christian religious reasons, or maybe in this other place in which there is black metal people, and there are national socialist black metal. Antichrist! What religion? Antichrist! What religion? Fantastic. Black metal is the new punk. Black metal is liberating. They are against everything that the anti-movement is, then go to the black metal community and say that you are a fucking faggot. And maybe they even kill you. In Norway they did it. They even kill you. Because you're a faggot and that's not right. Then, all of a sudden, but it's not all of a sudden, we learn that there is another node, a queer node over here. And it's so fucking weird. But from the black metal community, there is a direct link to this queer node. A direct link, a direct connection, because we understood that a couple of the major evil black metal bands around, like, Gurgurut, or Shining, the most evil ones, making the most terrible, obscene performances. The singers of both bands, they are queer, black metal, and queerness. That happens just for one reason, because reality is complex, and we are many, many, many different things. We are females, males, anarchists, fascists, communists, whatever. We are vegetarian, we eat everything. We are fighters, we are hunters, and we eat only the animals that we can hunt with our own bare hands. Why not? So, when I go from here with my message that I was born a male and I want to become a female, and this is the anarchist idea of being myself with my own identity, it's not a straight line. Because I have crossed all these paths and all these disconnected lines. I could even arrive at a point like that that is completely blue. Because this is Smurfland. This is Smurfland, Strumpf, you know, the little blue guys. And you say, oh, but this is only a story for stories for children. No, it's not. It's not. It's not, because Peyo, the author, the original author, that he didn't create the female blonde Smurf. He made 99 fluff balloons, no, 99 male Smurfs. And you know that Smurfland is divided in two, like Berlin in the past. It divided into two. We have North Smurfland and South Smurfland. And in North Smurfland they talk a language, in South Smurfland a different one. What is the difference? In one of the parts of the city, they change the verbs. Like, I'm gonna smurf you. And after, I'm gonna smurf you. In the other part of the city, it's like, I'm gonna hit, fuck, have, enjoy, dislike, love, hate, whatever. That's Smurf. The final word is changing. And you know what I'm gonna hit? You know what I'm gonna fuck. You go what I'm gonna enjoy. You know what I'm gonna dislike or whatever. No. Because I'm doing this to a smurf. This is fantastic. Because this is a metaphor. It's a metaphor of Babylon. Babylon. But Babylon, you know, must fall. And how there was a punk singer of a band, Catholic Discipline, was called, in San Francisco in the 80s, Catholic Discipline. It was called Club BC, it was from France, he moved there. Babylon must fall in the bathroom window. In the bathroom window. I was asking to me, what does this song mean? What is the reason for a band called Catholic Discipline? Babylon must fall in the bathroom window. The Catholic discipline is that Babylon must fall by doing sex, but having sex. This is the metaphor. Sex, gender identity, and sex, once again. So, the point is just this. To go from here to here, to reaffirm your identity, you have to fight. You have to jump over the Berlin Wall. You have to understand what is the languages of Smurfland. You have to solve the contradictions of this kind of alternative communities and way of thinking that still they are straight-minded and straight in their thinking. You have to fight all the notes, all the atrocities and everything. But because your message from here to here could come straight, and this is just a message of gender identity. I was born a man, and now I want to be a female. In order to fight all these contradictions, solve them, in order to get the message delivered straight, and make it happen for real life, then if I am a man now, I will be a woman. You have to go through a war. And war is always a sex war. The X-Files of desire. Desire. Sex and desire. If we desire something, it's just not a matter of desiring. It's a matter of fighting. And in order to fight, we have to fight a war. It will be between Christians and Islamists, or it will be for destroying the conventions and the means of social control. But it will be always a war. And remember that every war is a sex war. Because sex is a form that every society, capitalism, communism, every kind of religious isms use to control people. You can liberate yourself only using sex. Helena Velena, this is my message. If you don't agree, it doesn't matter, but fight for yourself!